the meeting, so I don't remember how it all transpired last year either.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, so we are now live
great.
and I should be able to, and here's Christy.
Okay, we have
And I can see someone on the phone as well. Okay, so I'm not sure who's on the phone.
Well, Debbie was trying to call in.
Okay.
Make sure we got everybody, yeah.
Hi there, guys.
Hey, Debbie.
Okay, so we are all on and we are recording.
Great. Okay, well, thanks everybody for joining. We'll, I guess we'll call this whole thing to order. First off, we're going to acknowledge that we are in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. And our next order of business would be to approve this agenda. Can I get someone to make a motion to approve? Chastity, thank you. And anyone to second? All right, Jenny, thank you. All right, okay, Debbie did. Well, I saw Jenny first there. Sorry, Debbie, I didn't see you on the
No,
phone.
that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So August 12th, 2020 meeting minutes. I think we've all got a copy of those. Everyone okay to approve those? Can I get someone to make a motion to approve those? Unless anyone's got concern. Jenny, you going to approve that?
I'll move that.
All right. Kim's going to move it.
Kim.
And who's going to second? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are.
Who, me?
Yes. Christy. Okay. Thank you. All right. Perfect. Because the next part of this actually was the introductions. I think I skipped over. So let's start with that. Actually, I kind of jumped over that part. I think we all mostly know each other, but there's a few people I don't know. Christy, I don't know you. Hello. My name's Ed Halverson. I'm one of the counselors here. And I think everyone knows me here except for maybe Debbie.
Do you want to go around, Chair, just to?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I figured I'd start here and then we'll go. But yeah, so I've been a counselor since October and I'm a reporter here in the neighborhood. And so, yeah, that's why we were having that little discussion beforehand about going in camera. It's kind of antithetical to everything I believe in to go behind camera if we don't have to. So that's why I have that attitude. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to work with all you guys. Maybe we can just start going. Kelly, I'll get you to go next, maybe.
Sure. So I'm Kelly Cunningham, the Recreation Director for the town. And yeah, I've been here a little over 3 years, so I know everybody and look forward to working with this new group of people. Thank you.
Okay, next on my little strip here, I think I've got Kim and Jenny, if you guys want to hop in.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm new to the council this year, same as Ed, and looking forward to working with all you guys. I'm Kim Hanlon. I've been on this committee for, I think, at least 4 or 5 years, I think. Looking forward to having the new faces and seeing what we can do.
Cool. All right, I've got Christy next.
Hi, I'm Christy. I've been on this committee, I think it's a year this month. I work in the community for a nonprofit working with men. And it's nice to meet you, Ed, but I think I know everybody else here as well. And I might go off camera because I'm on my lunch and I'm probably going to sneak a bite.
Okay, thanks for that. Next on my list here, I've got Heather there. You've muted yourself, Heather.
There we go. I'm the assistant municipal clerk at the town and I'm the recording secretary and I'm kind of administrator for this committee.
All right, I think Debbie's next up here. She's the only person calling on the phone. So.
Hi there. I'm Debbie, born and bred Lunenburger. Been on the committee, I think, for 5 years now, and I work in landscaping.
Great. Okay. Chastity?
I'm Chastity Vino, and I'm actually a counselor with the municipality of the District of Lunenburg. But because of our close relations, I get to join in some of Town of Lunenburg's committees. This is my first time being a counselor in the last election, getting elected in. But prior to that, I spent the last 16 years working for the municipality of Lunenburg as a staff person.
Great. And I think our last person here is Melissa.
Hello, I'm Melissa Duggan. I'm a counselor with the town of Lunenburg. This is my first time on the rec committee and looking forward to working with you all.
Cool. All right. Well, we've managed to get that out of the way, and we all know each other now. So zipping down, we've done our meeting minutes. Presentations, number 5. Do we have any presentations today? I don't think we, Kelly, do we have any? Nothing, no? Okay, move past that. Business arising from the minutes. Oh, the Recreation COVID-19 facility overview. We've all been waiting on this one. That's definitely a Kelly thing. So we'll turn it over to you.
We've all been waiting for this. Oh,
I want to
exciting
know when I can go
time.
skating. That's all. And how many I can go with.
Sure. So I'll give an overview, and things change very quickly. So feel free to ask any questions that you may have. So yes, COVID provided many changes and challenges. At first, we weren't exactly sure if we were going to be opening because at that point we were only allowed to have groups of 10, and the long-term renters, they weren't exactly sure if they wanted to be playing with only a group of 10 people, which includes subs, goalies, referees, time clocks, etc. So we were lucky enough that we were able to open in November, beginning in November, I believe it was. And we now plan on having an extended season into April. So we'll still get that 6-month period. It's just shifted 1 month later. So with the arena, as of right now, there's no hockey tournaments that are permitted. Some other challenges were that there was cancellation of games during the holidays. A lot of public community events have been canceled, such as the craft shows and Paint Sea on site and that sort of thing. Public skates had maximum restrictions. So especially over the holidays, it went down to 25. And that was quite challenging because over holiday is when a lot of people want to go public skating. So unfortunately, we were in the situation where we had to turn people away at the door once we reached that 25 maximum. It was wonderful to see how many people were interested in skating. However, it was challenging that we were only able to have that certain amount. We did have some pop-up skates just to offer some more opportunities for people to skate. So that was trying to help to get more people skating. And also there was no spectators for a little while. So that was challenging for parents, especially with the younger kids and people who wanted to watch their children in public skates, that sort of thing. So at the arena and the community center, we have terms and conditions outlined for each facility. And some of the things that those outlines will cover includes mask wearing, social distancing, contact tracing, cleaning requirements, some program specific information, spectator expectations, etc. So all of that information can be found on the recreation tab on our website, or it's posted everywhere in the facility. So it's pretty hard to miss, but that's kind of the same everywhere. That you all have those terms and conditions. You never really know what's going to happen. It's typically a Friday afternoon that the provincial announcement will say something about recreation. Sometimes it's 1 that extends to 3, and then it's 3:20, and you find out that there's some sort of change in the recreation world. So it kind of keeps you on your toes. Things are ever changing, but things are working out pretty smoothly so far. One thing I wanted to mention, and Heather wanted me to just mention that it's put on the town's website COVID-19 page as well. And another exciting thing is that we have a new Olympia that has been ordered for the facility that's expected to arrive in spring 2021. So it's very exciting because our current 1988 is getting beyond repairable, so that'll be nice. And just moving off quickly, I wanted to mention the Back Harbor Trail, and Heather was going to pull up a post for that. So the last Recreation Committee in the 2020-21 budget approved or recommended to Council for Back Harbor Trail regraveling. So that work began from Saw Pit Road towards Kissing Bridge. And it's a 2-phase project with the second half expected to be done in the upcoming 21-22 fiscal year. So that was put out by the Recreation Committee, and then Public Works was doing the work. So there's been a wonderful, wonderful response from the public about the work that's being done. So we thank the Recreation Committee for putting that out, and of course Public Works for doing all of that work. Thank you, Heather. And then one other thing I just wanted to mention, just while I'm talking away as I wanted to mention Project Lunenburg and the comprehensive community plan, which is a blueprint for the town for the next 40 years. And every 5 years, we revisit it just to set new priorities. So Heather will briefly touch on that, and just want to talk about, I know the councillors, you've heard lots and lots about it, probably getting a little overdone with it, but we just wanted to mention it for recreation. So over to you, Heather.
Okay, so again, I'm not going to go into this a lot either, but of the as you know, most of you, I would think, Project Lunenburg was a public consultation process that has been going on for close to 2 years now. And in the fall, the comprehensive community plan, which is now the town's strategic plan for the next 40 years, was delivered to council, and it was approved in November by the new council. So in terms of recreation, so all departments really have been pretty busy with then taking 35 recommendations that are forming our 5-year plan and breaking all that down into projects and how we're going to get through them all. So it's a really, it's a busy process, but it's very rewarding to be part of something like this. So in the area of culture and recreation, we have a number of recommendations. So some of it is around programming, some of it is around just increasing some waterfront access, which would involve working closely with Develop Nova Scotia as the majority landowner there. And this last thing, sorry, this little box keeps popping up. I don't know why. Go away. Whoops. Just went to the wrong thing. Studying and assessing the regional, oh my God, I'm sorry, I can't even read this. I gotta move that. Study and assess the regional arts and recreation facility needs and develop an integrated strategy for renovation or new construction. This is where some of our regional partners come in, that because this is all, residents of our town use facilities in Modal, residents of Modal use facilities in Lunenburg. So it really is kind of a shared interest. So yeah, this has all been going on in the background too, involving the recreation staff, Kelly a lot, and many more. That's it. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Heather. So no, that wasn't exactly just COVID overview, but just wanted to mention that. So back to you, Chair.
Great. Thanks, guys. Good. Does anyone have any questions about the overview before we move on? No, I can't see everybody, so I'm going to assume that's no unless somebody speaks up. So, okay. Great. So let's moving on to new business. Our Sports Hall of Fame nomination was approved by the last committee, the last council in September. Did you want to speak on that too, Kelly?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's in their package, but I don't know if we need to speak on. I'm sure everyone's aware of it, but
yeah, I was just going to say that the minutes from the August 12th, 2020 meeting show that the Recreation Committee recommended to council that this nomination be sent on behalf of the town. So Bob Sayre did a presentation to the last Recreation Committee regarding this nomination, and the nomination had to come from the town. So the motion was passed and the nomination form has been sent. So now we're just waiting to hear back.
Great. Do we know when we're going to hear back?
No, the application closed the end of January.
Oh, okay.
So probably a little bit of time, but we were just really ahead of the game to get the application in.
Man, you're so keen. I love us. All right. Okay, so the meat of this meeting, the selection of our volunteer representative for the town of Lunenburg. Now, what's the best way of doing this? We've all scored. Does someone just want to keep record of? You want me to keep record of what everyone's scores are, and we'll come up with a final total, or how do we? What's the best way? How do you normally do this?
In a non-COVID world, I would take everyone's sheets and kind of do it that way. I'm not sure if you want to do just ask who they ranked the highest, and maybe just by an overview we'll be able to confirm one individual, or if you wanted to get specific scores and want me to add them up. It's your call.
I mean, we do have the scoring system. We should probably go the scoring system because that's less, it's more impartial. I think that makes sense. So we'll just get the totals that everyone scored, everyone, and then you just want to do a quick tally and we'll go from there.
Sure. And if I may, Chair, just for those people who are tuning in or will be watching, so there was a scoring selection process, and Heather, I'm not sure if the form can be brought up, but each nominee was, yeah, there it is. So scored based on those categories. So for their years of service was 15%, number and diversity of organizations served, 10%, contribution, 25%, impact of community, 25%, and what makes this volunteer exceptional, 25%, and that comes from the nomination form for the person who nominated them. So each committee member has gone through a scoring selection process and would have a sheet and took the nomination form to fill it in. So that's just the background knowledge for any viewers.
Okay. And I'll just interject here too. So basically we're down to 2 candidates at this point. And so each person would have taken that and, like you said, scored them accordingly here. So we're just going to come up with a numeric value, unless anyone wants to, express a concern or a preference or endorsement one way or the other. We can just start with the numbers, and then if anybody wants to contribute later, we can perhaps do that. Does that make sense? Okay, see some nodding, so we'll go with that. I'll begin if you guys want here. So we've got 2 candidates right now. We've got Joy Saunders and Linda Wenzel. So for Joy, out of 100%, I've scored her 82. And for Linda, I've got 62. And I guess we'll keep going down the list here. So whomever, let's see here. Kelly, do you do the scoring in this as well? Do you know?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you're next on my panel here,
Sure.
so I'm just going to go with you.
Sure, I'll do it.
Okay.
And also I'll just mention that there was another nominee. However, for the purpose of the Provincial Volunteer Awards, we're only able to accept people who live within the town of Lunenburg. And anyone who lives in the municipality would be considered for the municipality Provincial Volunteer Award selection. So for Joy, I had a 92, and Linda, I had a 72. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. And then Chastity, I have you next.
Unmute myself there. These processes are never easy. We know that volunteer burnout is a definite thing, and the fact that we have volunteers it speaks for itself. My score that I have for Joy was 87, and for Linda was 67. Thank you.
Melissa, I have you next on my panel here.
Sorry, I'm eating behind the scenes.
That's okay. It is lunchtime, so.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so for Joy, I had 80. And for Linda, I had 75.
Thank you. Debbie.
Hi there. I had Joy at 95 and Linda at 72.
Okay. We'll go over to Kim and Jenny next. Kim, do you want to start?
Sure. For Joy, I had a perfect score of 100. And for Linda, I had 72.
72. Okay. How about yourself, Jenny?
For Joy, I had a 95, and for Linda, I had a 65.
Okay. Thank you. I've got Christy next.
For Joy, I had a 90, and for Linda, I had a 70.
All right. And I believe that's all voting members. Heather, I don't believe you get a vote here, do you?
No, I don't, but thank you for checking.
Oh, wow. Don't want to forget about you. All right. So my napkin math, I don't actually have to calculate this, but it looks like our nominee is going to be Joy Saunders. So I want to thank all members of the committee for going through this process and thank both Joy and Linda and all of our volunteers. Again, as you know, as Chastity so eloquently said, it's tough getting volunteers, and we really appreciate all the work that they do. And honestly, you know, everyone's deserving of a volunteer award when they put that much into the community. But I think based on the criteria.
Your cat, I really want to know what he sees out there.
I have no idea.
And if I can just add a second thing to what you said about volunteers, also to the people that take the time to nominate, because
Absolutely.
nobody nominates themselves because they don't want recognition. People don't volunteer for the recognition. So those that take the time to fill out the applications and notice that these people are worthy of being recognized, we wouldn't have these nominations without them.
And I'll follow up on that too. I think for us as a panel evaluating this, the fact that they went through and were as comprehensive and did as much work as they could to, you know, demonstrate what the importance of these volunteers to the organizations really helped in our decision as well. So thank you to them. Well, there we go. So our, as I said, we're going to put forward Joyce Saunders' name as our provincial volunteer representative for the town of Lunenburg for 2021. So yeah, hopefully Joy hasn't been watching this, and Kelly will get on the phone right away and let her know. So.
And Heather, I think last year there was a motion. Would you like a motion made for the minutes?
Oops, sorry, just unmuting. Yes, please, if we can have a motion to bring to council for them to put their stamp of approval on the recommendation.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
I don't know if it's the chair. I'm supposed to create that motion, or if somebody else steps up. What do you guys normally do on that?
I can create it if you
Sure.
like. So to chair and members of the committee, I recommend that we nominate Joy Saunders for the 2021 Provincial Volunteer of the Year, representing the town of Lunenburg.
Okay. Can I get someone to second that motion?
Sure. Or me or Jenny, I guess.
All right. Christy, you got up there first, so good on you. All right, so second by Christy
Jenny.
Tebow. Okay. All right, so that will be our recommendation to council. Next meeting date looks like Wednesday, May 12th, same time. Does that work for everybody? I hope. I know we're in everyone's lunchtime, so I do appreciate everyone giving up a little time, and we all understand when you want to turn the video off, you can put a little something in your face. So, anyway, so that is our next meeting day, unless anyone has an objection. I don't see. No, all good. Well, that wraps up our meeting. This is getting to be like our council meetings. So again, yeah, thanks to everybody, and I look forward to seeing you all again in May, and yeah, working with you all together.
Thanks, Ed.
Yeah, so I guess with that, we're adjourned. To borrow Matt's hammer.
Good. See you later, guys.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks. Bye.